Down in New Orleans where the blues was born, it takes a cool
YouTube,
cat.
Scott here, 504 Man Fragrance Reviews, coming back at you with another video. Today I want to talk about the new fragrance line from Steven over at Redolessence, Navitus Parfums. I received 3 decants out of the 7 that he released that I was able to test out over a 24-hour period. So I thought that today I would come to you and bring you my impressions of what I have from Steven over at Redolessence and Navitus Parfums. I have Intimus. I have Absolution. And I have Navitus. All right, so what do I get out of these? They smell like other things that are already on the market, to me, anyway. Let me go ahead and speak on Navitus, which is his tobacco-based fragrance. These have been on the spray cards now for over 24 hours, and they're still strong. So Navitus is a tobacco-based fragrance, and it's tobacco. From the beginning to the end, it's tobacco. And tobacco is my favorite fragrance note. It's not bad. It's, to me, right now in the late dry down, it's a little minty and tobacco. I'm not sure about if there's mint in the notes. I'll post the notes for each one of these I talk about as we go along. But it's not a bad fragrance. It's the other notes that are in here, to me, seem to struggle to fight through the tobacco. It's straight tobacco. It is a tobacco dominant, tobacco heavy fragrance. It's semi-sweet tobacco. It's not a very harsh tobacco, and it's not overly sweet. It's not overly honey tobacco. Although I believe that there is maybe honey or maybe beeswax or something maybe noted in the ingredients for this. But it's not a bad scent. Would I wear it? Yes, of course I would. It seems like it's good quality ingredients. I mean, it's been on this card for over 24 hours and it's still super strong. But is it worth the price point? I mean, $200 for a bottle. I have other tobacco fragrances that I would spend that money on than this. But it's not a bad fragrance. It's really not. I just think it's been done before, you know? It's not. It's a heavy based tobacco fragrance. So, folks, that was Navitus by Steven over at Redolessence and his new line. So the next we're going to talk about is Absolution. So according to the website and according to some of Steven's videos, this was the gourmand. Supposed to be toffee, caramel, apple, sugars. I believe this may have warm toasted sugar maybe in the notes. But folks, this is Baccarat Rouge 540. To me it is. I mean, 100%. And guess what? This isn't for me. I have Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't like it. I'm not an overly sweet fragrance guy. That's just not my thing. So this is a hard pass for me. But this has been on the card for at least 24 hours, folks, and this thing hasn't changed. This is very linear. The notes didn't separate themselves. This cotton candy just vibe has just remained on this thing. Seems like its whole lifespan so far. I haven't seen any change. I've been going back to this, you know, over the last 24 hours, back and forth, waiting for it to change. And folks, it just hadn't changed. Now, that could be me being biased because I do not like Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm just not a sweet fragrance guy. I'm not a gourmand guy. So it could just be, I could just be biased with that. But to my nose, this thing hasn't changed at all. Another one. If you have Baccarat Rouge 540, You don't need this. I'm sorry, folks, but you don't need this. This is redundant. There's nothing original about this to me. But quality's good. I mean, the quality is there. I mean, it's still on this card at least the 24-hour mark. So it's not bad. So I could give him Stephen kudos to, you know, the perfumers he worked with, excuse me, and the quality ingredients that were used. These are high quality. But so far, the first two that I've tried, they're not bottle worthy for me. At that price point, I don't think so. So the next one we're going to talk about is Intimus, which, like I said, folks, I'll go ahead and post the notes on the video with these. But that's Intimus. And what do I get out of this? To me, this opened up. This was kind of fresh, a little floral. It's almost fruity. It's nice. This is a nice one, but I think there's something in my collection, folks, that I think that this grabs that vibe of. I haven't pinpointed it yet. I'm getting kind of close to what I think it resembles. My heart tells me 1 million Privé. I could be wrong. But this one's not bad. This was a fresher one. And it's strong. I mean, it is super strong. If you get a hold of these are like scrub off colognes. If you don't like it, you're gonna have to scrub it with a Brillo pad, in my opinion. But this is nice. I mean, it's lasted this long on the card, and it's fresher. Yeah, it smells like something I have back here. It just doesn't smell original, and it doesn't really seem also that it's changed over the course of its lifespan so far. I mean, it may have been a little brighter in the opening. It has settled down quite a bit. But another one, folks, I just couldn't see spending $200 a bottle on this. I just couldn't. I mean, to me, I think that there's other things that are out there that are probably a little more affordable, or maybe a better solidified brand. And look, I mean, I'm happy for what Steven's done. I mean, he pumped out seven fragrances with his brand. That's awesome. I'd like to get my hand on the other four, especially the ouds. But for $200 a bottle, folks, I mean, sample it first. You know, by all means, with anything you get, sample it first before you dive in. I wouldn't blind buy these, especially if you have some of the other ones that I've talked about. But just to review, the Absolution, it's Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm sorry, folks. It really is. Navitus, it's a tobacco-heavy fragrance. Now, being that I love tobacco fragrances, it's not my favorite. I wouldn't spend $200 a bottle on this, and I'm a tobacco guy. I don't, there may have been a little apple that popped up with that, but man, it not really. It's just straight tobacco. And the same thing with Intimus. I mean, it's not something that haven't smelled before. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So that's my take on it, folks. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below if you've tried these. I really appreciate y'all. Hit the red button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know that you appreciate and enjoy the content. Follow me over on Instagram, 504man Reviews. Join my Facebook group page, 504man Reviews Fragrance Talk. And like I said, folks, try these out, sample them for yourself. Get your own opinions. These are just mine. And keep smelling good, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.